And we're back in Talos Principle 2. After all of that reading, we have possibly 3 times as much. Or, well, like, twice as much left, I suppose. We'll see. We've done Gold Boom. Let's try out this seemingly short, punchy work. The Argument Simulator. Welcome to Argument Simulator. Written by Gouda. 972, and this one is not, like, based on anything in Gehenna, apparently? I don't know. Choose your character. Goldboom. Oh god, we can't escape him. Or Socrates, or Library Assistant. Fine, I'll be Goldboom. Choose your argument. It's true. That's the opposite of the truth. This is obviously incorrect. I can No, it isn't. I can contradict you. Your contradiction is self-defeating. I question your epistemology. Yep, okay. I understand all of this. I question your axiomatic principles. Your ethics, your metaphysics. Let's find what we agree on first. Okay, it feels like a good idea for us to understand one another better. Game over. Thank you for playing Argument Simulator. What? Okay. That never works. That never ever works, so this is, like, not an accurate argument simulator. I am a library assistant. My argument is that it's not true. I assert the opposite. You're wrong. No, you are. Okay, this sure is short. I question your epistemology. The question begs your assertion. What? The foundations of your thinking are incorrect. I disagree. This is obviously incorrect. No, it isn't. I can contradict you. The premise of your contradiction is itself contradictory. I question your axiomatic principles. Your question begs your assertion. Your side will never be right. Uh-huh. I question your ethics. No, you're just wrong. We can never agree. I question your metaphysics. Okay. So, I guess the whole point is arguing never leads to anything, only by finding what we can agree on will you ever get closure. Which, yeah, doesn't always work, but sure. Okay, well that sure was short, so I guess we'll do Ghosts of Atlantis by Corazon. Yeah, let's check this one out. Dedicated to the people of Gehenna. No more credits here. This one might be a little lengthier. Gently, your ship touches down on the land that once was the Isle of Atlantis, which in the days before the waters receded, lay deep under the Sea of Atlas. You have come to find the last legacy of your ancestors. The red sun burns brightly in the sky, scorching the dying earth. Begin your pilgrimage. Journey to the Temple of the Owl. The sun grows bigger and brighter, time is running short. Your next stop, it's my first stop, is the Temple of the Owl, the greatest scientific institution of old Atlantis. Here, the ancients tried to understand the secret laws of the cosmos, although their studies did not advance far enough to prevent their fate. Ghost of the scientist awaits you in the ruins. Speak to the scientist. I have not rested in death, the scientist tells you. In fact, death has provided ample opportunity for study. I have learned much about the machinery of creation. He hesitates. I would like to join you, but I fear that the truth I have discovered will offend and outrage many. Don't reveal the truth. The time for outrage has passed. Truth matters more than anything. Outrage should not prevent compassion. What? I'm not sure what, like, that has to do with what he's saying, though. I mean, I guess, like, everyone's already dead, kind of, so the time of outrage has passed. If that is true, then truly a new eon has begun, and I will join you without fear, the ghost says, and perhaps the truth I discovered will not be hurtful at all, but become a source of joy. And then we will go to the Temple of the Serpents. Let's go for a temple run. You make your way to the Temple of the Serpents, which once was the greatest hospital in all of Atlantis. Oh, that makes sense, yeah. The sick and the injured came here from all across the island, hoping that salvation could be found in its halls. All that is left of the temple is a labyrinth of low walls and the ghost of the physician waiting for you. It is faint, barely visible. Speak to the physician. I worked here day and night for many years, and I saved countless lives, the physician says. And yet, of all the lives that I saved, only one survived the death of the island. A young messenger who escaped on one of the ships thanks to another's sacrifice. Yeah, wasn't that a thing that happened in Talos 1, in that Gehenna Atlantis story? I think, like, one of the paths was that you could, like, yeah, send someone to escape. Something like that. So that makes that the canonical ending of that Atlantis game. And I have wondered many times since, was my work in vain? The burden of this question is eroding my soul. No, because death comes to all in the end. That messenger is my ancestor. Yeah, that would make sense. He who saves one life saves all lives. Because all lives are worth saving no matter the future. Yeah, I mean, like, that messenger was my ancestor. The physician's eyes widen, and he becomes more visible. Then my work lives on, he says. The man I saved became a father, and through him millions of lives were created, and some part of Atlantis lives on today. Join me. I will join you, the physician says. There's still good I can do, even as a ghost. Okay, we can just keep going, even though I thought, like, we were gonna, you know, run out of time. Let's go to the Lost Shore. Your journey takes you to a wasteland that was once a beach where children from the Atlantean capital of Luna came to play. Here stands the ghost of the poet, contemplating the dying sun that fills the sky. Is your name Chert, by any chance? Speak to the poet. I never completed my great work, he says. There were too many priests and censors who interfered, who did not allow me to create what I intended because they feared the free and true expression of poetic genius. And then came the earthquakes and the waves, and long ages under the sea, and now this time of burning death. Yet still I long for its completion, and my soul imagines what could have been. You must accept that your work cannot be finished, you're dead. You must refuse to accept your death and find a way of completing the great work, yeah. Fuck death. All art is irrational, the poet says. It is not the opposite of reason, but beyond reason, and so is defiance of death. Even by the dead themselves. We are gone, we do not exist, and yet we refuse to surrender. Perhaps that is what is called faith. Join me. It will be good to have you with us, the scientist tells the poet. You know much of the truth, I think, and you have remained too long in this place. Okay, so that's like a small interaction, having gotten the scientist first. Who needs farmers? Let's go to the broken tower. On the northern shores of the island, where the frozen ocean once stretched to the horizon, stands the remains of a tower. Here lived a great magician who advised the king of Atlantis in matters of the sublime. Approach the tower. There is very little left of the once impressive structure. To anyone else it would be a pile of rubble, covered in black, dried-out moss, but you can see a glimpse of its past, of the craft that went into its making. By the tower stands the ghost of the magician, awaiting you. A great marvel was revealed to me in this tower, the magician says, a glimpse of the sublime. And although I am dead, and my soul has spent an eon under the sea, that vision is not lost to me. Even now I could summon it and reveal it fully. He pauses. If I do, I will finally witness the sublime in all its glory, he says, but I believe that in this moment, my soul will be annihilated. Is that a fate I should embrace or reject? Annihilation of the self is liberty. Annihilation of the self is sin. I mean, I kind of want, like, all of them. Gotta catch them all. But, like, I kind of want to say this, but can we still tell him to, like, join us? I think let's just say, like, no, you should kill yourself. It's great. You speak wisely, the magician says. I have lingered here too long. He turn away from you. Oh. No, I didn't want that. Crap. Aw, man. Guess we have to replay this. I thought this would be the opposite, because I wanted to say the other one, but I thought that one would be like, oh, okay, then I'm not gonna join you, because I thought, like, using his skills would be to join us, but okay. He turn away from you towards a world beyond your sight. A bright light suffuses him, and you cannot tell whether the magician is laughing or screaming. Then he is gone. Well, damn. Journey to the ancient farmlands. The soil used to be rich, life-giving. Generations of humans relied on it to survive. Then the waves came, and after the waves, the dying sun. Now that all life is gone, something has been revealed underneath the soil. A city of unimaginable antiquity. The ghost of the farmer waits in its ruins. This city is older than the capital, the ghost tells you. It is older than Atlantis itself. When our most distant ancestor huddled in terror before thunder and lightning, this city was already old. And yet the city is not foreign to us. We too are its citizens. He looks directly at you, and there is a light in his eyes that is not of this world. Are you willing to swear fealty to the city, across the boundaries of time and space? Sure, buddy! Good, but remember that even in the lofty world of the stars, where you have come from, that loyalty will be tested. Join me. The strange light fades from the ghost's form. The farmer smiles. Why, of course, I'd love to join you. I've always loved adventures, you know. I never got to go very far from home. Well, we missed one. Journey to the palace. The palace once stood in the very heart of Luna, the capital of Atlantis. Here the greatest artists and craftsmen of that long-forgotten era built marvels and luxuries that would astound even a traveler from the distant future. But these things, like everything else, are gone now. Only a single remnant of the Atlantean world remains, though it is perhaps the most precious, a great mosaic telling the history of Atlantis. Before it waits the ghost of the king. Speak to the king. I try to be a good man, the king says, to be kind, to balance justice with mercy, to honor the gods, to support the peasant and the scholar alike, and yet I failed. Why? You were immoral and Mother Earth punished you? You did not fail, we are here? All kings must fail, but it's not your fault that you were born a king. You failed because you put yourself above others and hoarded luxury. I don't know, let's just, like, pep talk and say, you didn't fail, we're here! The king is comforted by your words. You speak kindly, he says. I know that I am not without blame, but in the end I chose to save others before myself, so perhaps you are right and I did not fail entirely. Join me, buddy. The king lays his ghostly crown aside. I will join you, but only as a man. Examine the mosaic. The mosaic is a work of superb beauty, a great work of history and humanity. In it you see reflected all the hardship, tragedy, hope, triumph, and heartbreak of your ancestors. This is what you came to find. Retrieve the mosaic. Just place it in your pocket. You cannot retrieve the mosaic alone. The forces of time are too powerful, and the strength of a single person is not enough. Ask the ghosts for help. Do we need all of them? Yeah, even with the help of the ghosts, you cannot entirely pry the mosaic loose from the morass of history, but you succeed at removing a large part depicting the golden age of the island. It will have to do. Return to your ship. A strange bittersweet feeling fills your heart as you return to your ship. You did not fail, yet so much was lost. Could you have done better? Should you have? As the sun engulfs the earth, you wonder what will be remembered of your own time. The end. Good. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna do that again and just do everything exactly the same, and then, like, the thing that I wanted to do with the magician, but just thought that was gonna be the opposite. Okay. Annihilation of the self is sin. But rejecting the quest for the sublime is also sin, the magician says, hesitant. Our grasping for the sublime is what makes us more than animals. Then find another way to witness the sublime without being annihilated. If the sublime requires us to destroy our essence, it's not worth it. Make your own sublime instead. I feel like all of these are kind of good. I feel like these two, like, this is the one that's the least to go wrong, or whatever. It's just like, yeah, I guess try to find a different way. But, like, this might just be, you know, but no, it's like, the sublime is the whole point. And this is just like, well, the point is to find the truth. I can't just make stuff up, or something like that. So I guess, let's say, find another way to witness the sublime without being annihilated. The magician thinks about your words. There are sages who say that our methods must be pure and unassisted, or they are false, he says. But I have always made use of the instruments of my craft, so perhaps to stop now would be to betray myself. Very well. Ask the magician to join you. I will join you gladly, the magician says. I would like to see some of the wonders you have brought from the sky. Okay. We'll see how this ends up working out if we have all of the ghosts. Retrieve the mosaic. Ask them for help. With the help of the magician, the scientist, the poet, the physician, the farmer, and the king. Come on, don't call him a king, he's just a man. You pry the mosaic loose. Holding it in your powerful metallic arms, you are filled with awe. At the depths of history, the bittersweet beauty of human endurance, and above all, at the miracle that allowed this part of your distant past to survive. Return to your ship. As you return to your ship, your heart is filled with a soaring joy, such as you have never felt before. In this moment, humankind stands defiant before time. Today, the past is redeemed, transformed, exalted. Atlantis lives, and her ghosts rejoice. Your ship takes off, leaving the Earth to burn. But the Earth is not lost, no. And as those ships with their painted sails carried forward the legacy of Atlantis, so your ship carries forward the legacy of Earth, to the great sea of stars from whence we came, and to which we will all return. The end. Good ending. Okay, let's see if we can do, like, a little more before I leave it off here. I guess I'm cutting out some of the, like, fluff, just going back to the same choices again. So let's start with the farmer this time. Are you willing to swear fealty? No. Then the city will not be there for you when you need it, and you will fail. But you are young, so very young. You will find the city elsewhere, in time, and have another opportunity. The ghost fades into nothingness. Okay. Let's try and fuck them all up. Let's go to the magician. Just Liberty, yep. KYS. Baby. Lost Shore, I guess? Yeah, you're dead. You can never finish your work. Then I curse you all, time and space and people, and gods too, the ghost says angrily. You have strangled the one true thing I had inside me, the one truly good and noble thing this wretched mind and body ever contained. I curse your indifference, your lack of imagination, your infinite stupidity. The ghost burns bright with rage for a moment, and then it is gone. Good riddance, that guy sucks. Let's do Serpent. So, do I just, like, ignore this? Let's just explore the labyrinth. That sounds fun. Oh god. Okay, that was just a bonus thing. In what was once the Great Hall, you discover an inscription. It reads, "Do good for all in the present, for the past cannot be changed, the future cannot be known, and everything that lives is holy." Yeah, okay. Was my work in vain? Oh! That's new. But that sounds like it's gonna get him on our side, which I kinda don't want. All of these are kinda like positive, so what do I... I guess I will do this? The inscription? Oh no. No! Don't join me! The physician's eyes widen and he becomes more visible. You are right, he says. That is the creed of the Temple of Serpents. To do good in the present, which is all one can ever do. I had forgotten that. Thank you for reminding me. Damn it. And then owl. Yeah, like, this is obvious. Let's say... Don't reveal the truth. As I feared, then I cannot join you. The truth is all I have, and knowing it, I cannot hide it. The ghost of the scientist fades from your vision. Yep, makes sense. I definitely want to get, like, one where I don't have any of them. You failed because you put yourself above others and hoarded luxury. The king considers your words. Perhaps you are right. Perhaps if instead of building palaces we had spent our wealth more wisely, we would have had the wisdom and the fortitude to overcome the rising seas. But when I was born, this palace already stood. Then the fault lies with kingship itself, not with the king. I feel like that's just gonna make him say, you're right, therefore I will join you not as a king. No, you should have done better. The king hangs his head in shame. Then my sins condemned my entire kingdom, and I deserve oblivion. With a sigh, the ghost disappears. The mosaic is a work of superb beauty. Yep. Retrieve the mosaic. Ask the one ghost for help. Yeah. We only break off a small piece as a memento. Did you fail, or was this journey enough? You are uncertain. Perhaps the past simply cannot be saved. It is, after all, the past. As the sun engulfs the earth, you wonder what will be remembered of your own time. Yeah. Alright, so let's leave it there. But I do want to try this one a little more, so... Oh, text adventure. Finish all 3 text adventures in the exhibition. So yeah, we're gonna have to leave it off here. Did it save, or when is it saving? Oh god, an hour ago. Yeah, that's like since I started. Can I go save? Because I mean, I guess I'll just like... I'll continue from here. Hey, Helga! Hey, buddy! Give me that checkpoint. Thank you. Okay, yeah. Let's leave it off here, and we'll do a little more of that. I definitely want to try a couple more of those choices, but mainly just seeing, like, what happens when you don't get a single ghost. Also, wait, quick thing. I saw, like, while editing, this. Yeah. There's yet another cat. I didn't even realize. And this is not one that you can pet, but it is one that you can, like, chase and be a menace to. Okay, that's it. Oh, some stutters. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Little more text adventure next time, but after that, I think we're just done and can go to the museum and hopefully, like, get the show back on the road. We'll see. I'll see you next time.